there? Too big? I mean, then you got plenty of room to put shavings. See this? If we fill this with a big, thick thing of shavings.
I would like to keep them in the house for a day or more.
Okay, let's put it in the house. It'll be fun to be able to watch it.
So we got some chicks today. We got to set up like a little crate for them all to go in.
A little brooder area.
Yeah.
So we're gonna set up for some, we picked up some chicks. It's fall and it's a good time to get chicks on the farm. And we've got a group, we call them the blueberries.
Yeah.
These are the blueberries. And we're gonna set up for them today. So let's get some stuff ready.
Yep. Watch out for black recluse.
Brown recluse.
Brown
Yeah, that looks good. A little dusty. Let's that's what I'm thinking. We either use that or we use. There you go. Let's see. Yes. This is our brooding box. The box that we keep our brooding supplies in. These are our Premier One Prima heat lamps. These are our favorite, the only heat lamps that we use now on this homestead because they are very safe when you're using a heat lamp for chicks, and they keep the bulbs from rotting out as quickly as the other ones do. So we're going to take one heat lamp. I actually think we'll use, is the other one out? Yes, it is. Go ahead.
So why these heat lamps are much safer than usual ones. Usual ones would have the metal one of these, but the metal can heat up, the bulb can fall on the metal can touch and unite stuff. So the plastic that they made can't really get that hot. It won't let the bulb fall out from causing a barn fire or any of that.
Great job. So I like these heat lamps. They come with this built-in heavy-duty plastic hook. We put a lockable carabiner on it so we can hook it wherever we want it and keep it in place. It won't fall, and like my son said, we won't be worried about starting a barn fire. They also have a really long cord. Most of these heat lamps don't come with a really long cord. They come with a little dinky thing, and then you got extension cords, and that's just not the safest way to run your barn here. Let's plug, can you plug that in for me, son? We'll see how if the bulb's good. Oh yeah, there we go, that one's working.
So there's our setup.
Okay, so unplug that. Put on our plastic, heavy duty plastic.
So that the plastic doesn't melt, because plastic can melt. That's a nice setup for your chicks right there.
That's a good setup for your chicks right there.
So let's use that.
Okay.
That metal guy.
Here.
I chose metal for feed.
All right, I'm gonna bring out a bell waterer and a nipple waterer. So we have both. You like to have both?
Yeah.
All right, let's do a bell waterer and a nipple waterer.
We need the dish.
We'll take out one of these catch dishes.
It makes the water reusable.
That. Do you want to use, these are nice. These plastic ones are a little easier to open up and fill for feed. They'll last a little longer than that metal one, and then you don't have to slide it. What do you think? One of those?
Sure, plastic.
All right, let's take, so I think
And
that's
longer.
everything. You got that? Can you take all that? Get the outside too, make that look nice and clean. Hold up, hold up. We were using that as a cow watering trough. It's had some weathering on it. We no longer use that one because it's so deep. We found it to be a big kind of waste of water. And our cows, we don't have enough cows to use one that big. So we're gonna make that our brooder today.
How should I do it?
Put it back on the right way. We'll put the plug in it. grab that end, bud. We'll load it up. 1, 2, 3.
Let's just flood all the gear in it too.
Let's do it.
Check feed.
Chick feed's in the car.
Good. There.
And then we'll get the camera.
Load it.
I'm thinking here, because then when we do it like this, we can like sit and look at them. What do you think? Put a towel there, you can dry them last little. Very nice. We can like sit. All the stuff we need. Hang a light right over there.
That's why we put the
Let's do this. Here, you want me to pour it in? Ready? You can pull some out if you want. Okay. So the first thing, once you have the container that you need for your chicks, next you're gonna need some shavings down. We're using this big Rubbermaid water trough for the chicks to contain them. Put some wood shavings in there. Now we're setting up some food and some water, and we'll put our heat lamp on them, and then we'll just let them freeze.
lots of places to stick it, but you just use this.
Oh, we want it to be good.
Now you need one of those hot. I can plug that in somewhere. So this group's called the Blueberries, sort of like Bluebird, and we just bought these chicks today. So now we just set up this nice little place for them to go into to keep them in for now until we get a set up outside for them. So for now they'll stay in here. See, chicks. Remember, we gotta do the water thing. Remember? That's where they got their water. They're mixing the water. Oh, here. Gotta go like this to give them a drink of water. So they know the water. And now I just turn around.
I know it's a big trough, but man, when you put them all in there, they're gonna stink it up quick, right? Not me.
So Austin tells me fall is a nice time to have chicks. Don't you? Yeah, that's what Daddy says. Get them baby smiles. Get them baby smiles.
That one. That one picks.
Can this be mine?
Tell us a little bit, day one, what do you like to do to personalize your chicks, bud?
So what I like to do day one with the chicks, how Daddy taught me to put them in.
We're gonna set up a bell waterer. I don't like these bell waterers, they're the worst. But when the chicks first come home from their big long 3-day journey, we wanna make sure they get a real good drink really easily. So we're gonna set up a bell waterer.
To put them in instead of just letting them go, they wouldn't know where the water was. So we first put them in, dip their beaks in water, and so that way they know how to drink. So how do I know which ones are mine? Easy. My dad told me that the black ones were mine.
Now you've developed some handling habits. What do you like to do handling wise with your chicks to make them friendly?
So I don't like to chase them around a lot because that makes them fear you. Like, oh no, here comes the guy who wants to catch us all the time. So if you need him to go someplace, like hurting them, sort of like that, instead of like chasing them and grabbing them, messing with them, that wouldn't be good to make the chickens your friend. So what I like to do to put them in the box, you hold the wings down because you can hurt a wing if you don't hold the wings down because they can flap a lot. And that can cause damage to the wings. Sometimes you can put food in your hands and that will make them like more used to you so that you're not a stranger all the time to them.
Can Tom keep them in the maiden?
What do you think?
Did you get any good baby smiles yet?
A couple. Hey, you're a nice baby smile. Are you such a nice baby? Oh, and everyone loves you.
And apple
You're a nice baby.
gotta keep that. Dump it with the
I
water.
think they want some food.
I do too. My goodness, they're
Can I feed them food?
pooping.
Can I feed them food?
Let's poop.
Mommy, we need some food for them.
We have always got chicks in the springtime because of chick days and just you get in the habit of it's spring, let's get some new animals. But really fall is a good time to get chicks because if you think about it, they take 20 to 30 weeks to start laying eggs, and by the time spring chicks start really laying eggs, they are coming into fall and they start molting and they stop laying eggs. So your first year you get very few eggs. If you get your chicks in the fall, they grow over the winter time. Come spring they'll start laying and they'll keep laying through the highlight of the summer. And you'll get a lot more chicks that first year. Are you trying to steal the camera? Everyone's gonna be watching you, Katie.
Yeah.
So these blueberries will be growing up through the winter time and they'll be ripe for egg laying in the spring.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it, blueberries.
The blueberries.
Don't drop them in the pit. Blueberries.
The blueberries.
Now they bottom heel.
They look pretty well feathered. These are another reason it's nice to get the chicks in the fall. As the season continues, they're trying to get rid of these chicks. These were at Tractor Supply. These are Wyandottes. We paid $1.50 per bird without any shipping cost. We were gonna get 6 and the guy said, hey, if you take a couple more, I'll give you a reduced price. So we got more chickens for less money because they just want to move them at the end of the season. And the nice thing is, without shipping chicks, you don't deal with them arriving and some of them being in bad health. These all look to be in pretty good shape right now. So, and they were sexed chicks, so hopefully these are all females. They should all be hens.
Yep, we got enough roosters.
And we definitely have enough roosters.
Yeah.
You probably missed this adorable video. If you haven't been watching our channel for years, it was the video where my son got his very first chickens. And in that video, we talk about everything you're gonna wanna do to prepare for the day that the chicks arrive on your homestead. So click here to watch that video. It's a classic.